Good morning everyone, welcome back to another episode here on Unplugged TV. Sunny, oh no, it's cloudy today. Well, anyway, welcome back. Guys, today with a story. I'm not doing any testing of software, I'm not telling you what's new in the car, what the autopilot is like. None of that. Today, this morning with a story. It is about the Model 3, the TeslaFi I bought a year ago. What's this guy doing? I can't even exactly remember when that was last year. Was it last year or was it 2018? I linked this down here below. I'm not 100% sure when we actually saw the Model 3 for the very first time and could easily touch it. It was a left-hand driven car from the US, and they had this here on display at the service center in Brisbane. Big invitation for all reservation holders and everything, and people lined up on the outside. They served cold water and beer and wine and everything. And to turn on the air conditioner a little bit, it's only 25, but it's, I don't know, it's somehow a little bit muggy. And it was a really big event. I went there with my son with the Outlander PHEV. We parked at BMW, plugged in there and charged for free, and then we walked all the way to Tesla to the event. It was amazing. Yeah, and remember, we had the reservation for this car since 2016, but we never saw the car in person. There was always just these videos online where people had it already in California, and then more and more people in the US and Europe got the car, and we were basically the last people on earth, well, as always in Australia here, who were getting the car. Super exciting to be actually able to sit in the car for 2 minutes, touch the steering wheel, move it up and down, and play around with the ventilation animation on the screen. Yeah, and then on my way back I reflected this whole day and said, look, I don't really like the Model 3 because of the handles and other stuff and small boot. You know, the sedan type of style is not really what I need here on the farm. Well, we basically live on the farm, you know. And of course the car had no tow bar. There was no tow option. There was not even mentioned there could be a tow option for that. And I said, well, yeah, nah, probably. What are they doing? Oh, they're harvesting potatoes. Okay, nice. Yeah, what can I do with a car without tow bar? How do I get hay for the ponies? How do I pick up gravel? How do I go to the tip and get rid of my garden waste and everything? I need definitely a tow bar. We've got the trailer anyway, you know? So Model 3 was a big no-no. No tow bar. Well, here the story goes. Of course, we went to the Tesla service center a couple of times afterwards and talked to the, what are they called? Product specialists or something, or product, something like this, you know? Yeah, product specialist. Let me just merge onto the highway here. There we go, 100. Yeah, well, they still had the Model 3 there on display, and I showed my wife and said, look, this is how it looks like, this is how it feels. She said, yeah, nice car, like women are, you know, so they are not really excited about a car or something, but she liked it, yeah, and said, yeah, if you want to go for it. And the product specialist came over all the time and asked if he could help us with certain questions and everything. And I said, yeah, well, what about the tow bar thingy and everything? And he said, well, now we haven't heard anything about tow bar here in Australia. It may come, it may not come when the car is out here. When you order it, he didn't know. So anyway, in one of the last meetings, no, it wasn't quite a meeting, in one of the last times we went there and had a look at the car, the product specialist came over again and said, hey Andy, I've got good news. We've got the confirmation from Tesla now that they will supply an aftermarket post-delivery tow bar option for the Tesla Model 3. That means because the Australian market for Tesla is so, touch the steering wheel, is so small, they just said, nah, it doesn't really matter for us. We can ship over 500 tow bars or something, and then you just get them installed in the service centers and everything is fine. I said, well, deal, shut up and take my money, you know. So I ordered pretty much this week, the same week or something. We put the order reservation in, another $1,500 I think it was, and ordered the Tesla Model 3 with the knowledge he gave us, saying there will be a towbar option for it, an aftermarket towbar option. So I said, yeah, well, hell, when is it coming? He said, well, it is announced for Q1 2020, and this was like in Q2 or 3 of 2019, so it was only, say, half a year ahead. I said, that's totally fine with me. I can wait this 6 months for a towbar, no problem. We had enough hay in stock for the horses and everything else was cleaned up, so there was no real need to have the trailer operational in the next 6 months. So yeah, went ahead, and well, as you know, then we picked up the Tesla Model 3. That was one of my first videos of season 2 here on the channel. Very exciting. The whole family was there. We took a lot of photos and it was amazing. Yeah, well, and since then I'm just still driving the Teslander, and it's good. I like it. Hashtag best car ever, right? Apple. Yeah, and then 2020 came, first quarter, and I was wondering, where's my towbar? You know, got in contact with Tesla and I said, oh, there might be delays, whatever, blah, blah. I say, okay, Tesla time, you know. If they say first quarter 2020, it could be the second, could be even the third one, you know, could be. So nothing happened. COVID came along, we didn't drive much, but I was always thinking about, well, this towbar thingy, is this still coming? Is it delayed now because of the pandemic, or what's the deal with it? So I started contacting Tesla around in September 2020 and said, hey, look, this is the deal. You promised an aftermarket, a post-delivery towbar option for the Model 3, and this was supposed to come in Q1 2020. And now we've got Q3 2020 and still nothing. Nobody has contacted me. I haven't heard anything from anyone else. I read on social media, nothing so far. So I started with sending a friendly reminder email, and the email came back and said, we don't know when the towbar will be available in Australia, and we apologize for any inconvenience. Yeah, that was it. That was their response. Yeah, so of course I emailed back and said, look, if you don't know when this is all coming, can you please find out and let me know? I just want to need a time frame when this towbar is coming, when it's available, when can I book it in? And they responded again and said, well, we don't know when the towbar will be available here in Australia, but they have been advised that the approval has been sent to the Australian government authority, well, to approve a tow option for the Model 3. And I thought, hey, hang on, wait a minute. Was this not announced in 2019 already, when the car was introduced here in Australia? I thought I read something somewhere where the car already had an approval for tow option. And of course I emailed them back and said, look, if you cannot get the information for your customer, just me and some others, can you please escalate this case now to your supervisor, to your manager, or someone in the United States? Someone must have told you, Tesla Australia, that there will be this option available. And they emailed me back and said, we don't know when this is coming. Pretty much the same as the email before, but we will take note of your inquiry and we will contact you once this towbar is available in Australia. So of course I emailed them back and said, look, if you cannot get the information for your customer, will you please escalate this to your manager, to your supervisor, or to someone in the United States who came up with this idea? Someone must know, you know. And also, if you cannot provide a towbar option here in Australia as promised, what are my next steps? What are my options? Can you recommend a third-party tow option for the Model 3? And they replied and said they cannot recommend any third-party tow option because this may void warranty of the car. So again, I clicked on reply and told them basically to totally get with you. They promised you things that even not even, and I was really pissed. Really. So I sent another friendly reminder to them and said, look, you promised to have this option available aftermarket in first quarter 2020. And now we've got the situation. You don't want to allow your customers to put a third-party towbar on these cars because it voids warranty. You don't give them any information when the original towbar from Tesla is coming. And third, you don't even escalate it, as I've asked 3 times now. And I said, I want to have this escalated to someone in the United States, because obviously here in Australia, nobody is capable of telling me when this is available or what the deal is. And also added in this email, I think this is a really bad idea. If you close this ticket now and will let me know when the towbar is available, I will never hear back from you again. Never ever. You will never contact me and tell me, oh, we've got good news, the towbar is available next month. This will never ever happen. So I said, no, don't close the ticket, leave it open. Leave this case open, it's not closed, it's not resolved, the customer is not happy, escalate, 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 escalate. Well, we know how this works from the previous car, right? So you need to be pesky and persistent if you want to achieve something with an automaker. I don't know, this is just yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's how far we are at the moment. I haven't heard back from them since. This is about 2 weeks ago now, actually. Need to trace this up. So again here, total lack of customer service. They've got these customer service specialists sitting there, relationship officers, whatever stuff, you know, but they give you only, they Google the answer in their knowledge base or whatever and say, if the customer asks this is the response to it. Copy paste, do this, send the email, copy the same response. They will give up eventually. Well, they don't know me. They don't know me, really. And hence this video now, you know, this pops up frequently in the forums on Facebook, in the Tesla Model 3 Australia Facebook group. I am not the only one who is looking after this solution. And again, I'm trying to use this social media, to use this YouTube platform to gain some traction. Maybe other people come forward now and say, look, I have been promised the same. I get the same responses now. What are we doing? So we need to get more people on this whole. I'm getting far too excited again. And I don't really understand why they are not just shipping 500 towbars over from the US to Australia and distribute this to all the service centers. I mean, how many service centers do we have? Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria. 5 maybe? Do we have 5 service centers here in Australia? And that's pretty much all. This is all we have. So the logistics would be very simple for that. And then they can get back to their customers and say, look, we've got this offer now from Tesla here to retrofit your Tesla Model 3 with an original Tesla towbar. How good is that? I mean, how much does a towbar cost? I looked it up for my wife's Kia Rio, and it was about $350–400, including a removable tongue. So, and if Tesla says, well, our towbar is $1,500, including installation and shipping costs and everything, they make money with that, right? They make money. It's not like they're providing a free service or something. They get money with that. So, and I don't quite understand what is so difficult to fulfill this promise. Oh, well, guys. And now here again, sitting in my car and ranting about customer service, about shitty customer service from a car manufacturer. Again, yeah, I will definitely keep writing emails to these guys and demanding that they keep their promise and deliver an aftermarket towbar for these Model 3s here in Australia. If I've got success with that, I don't know. I don't know how far I can go, but I demanded to have it escalated to the US now. So I'm really keen to hear from someone from Tesla United States, from California, from the headquarters, and tell me what is going on and when this all is going to happen. Yeah, guys, I would say we'll leave it like this. I really thought I would never need to do this video here and tell the world what is going on with this promise again. But at the moment we are getting nowhere. We're getting the standard responses still like, well, like 2 years ago, right, with the other manufacturer. And this is all shitty customer service, you know. Anyway, guys, I'll leave this all with you for the moment. Let me know what you think. How far can we push Tesla to get us a towbar here in Australia? And would you be interested in one if you're in Australia? Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Andy from Unplugged TV Australia signing off. You stay charged, and we will see us again in the next video very soon. Yeah, I think this is all I usually say, right? I make a lot more videos on the battery solar channel now than here. Anyway, guys, see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.